Is protein powder dangerous for women? Many women believe that a high protein intake is harmful for their liver, kidneys, and physique. This is not only false, but it can actually be detrimental for women to fall into this trap, and in this video we will explore why. You will learn the benefits and intake recommendations for dietary protein for women at all stages of life. The idea that a high protein intake is dangerous to our health is unfounded for most. If you're healthy, consuming protein within the recommended range does not harm organs like your kidneys or liver. However, if you already have liver or kidney issues, it may intensify existing conditions. In that case, boost your protein intake carefully with medical guidance. Protein intake also won't lead to a bulky physique in women. Even when it's paired with regular resistance training, it won't suddenly cause excessive muscle gain. I have broken this all down in a lot more detail in a previous video, so make sure to check that out later. Lastly, let's clear up some confusion about protein powder as a dietary option. Whey protein is often labeled as a supplement, but it's essentially a food made from milk. It could be a great addition to your diet if you struggle to hit your protein goals, and there are many products with a clean ingredient list. Now that we've set the record straight regarding the safety of protein, let's explore the reasons why a lack of it can actually be detrimental to your health. A diet rich in protein strengthens your immune system. Protein will also support your fat loss goals. It has a higher thermic effect than carbs and fats. This means more calories are burned during the digestion of protein. Meals that are high in protein will also keep you fuller for longer, especially when they're paired with healthy fats. A high protein intake can prevent muscle loss during periods of injury or immobility. This also applies when you're in a calorie deficit. If you want to build muscle or strength, eating enough protein is non-negotiable. It's a crucial component for your recovery between workouts. It also provides the building blocks for your muscle gains. By not consuming enough protein, your efforts in the gym will go wasted. So, how much protein should you eat in a day? How much do you need to support your health and vitality? Here's the ultimate guide to protein for women in all stages of life. The most common protein guidelines for adults suggest an intake of 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight daily. It's important to understand that these guidelines provide the least amount of protein needed to prevent malnutrition, not the ideal amount needed to optimize health and performance. In recent years, more advanced methods of determining protein needs have emerged. These methods support higher protein for overall health, weight management, and athletic performance. However, the ideal protein amount varies individually. Before we get into the updated guidelines, make sure to always consult with your doctor before making any changes to your diet. If you're a sedentary adult, experts recommend a protein intake between 1.2 to 1.8 grams per kilogram of body weight daily. If you're physically active, you need even more protein. According to the most comprehensive meta-analysis to date, you should consume between 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily if your goal is to build muscle. Ideally, this intake should be spread evenly across a minimum of 4 meals per day. If you're an adult in a calorie deficit, a higher protein intake will also help you lose more weight from fat, not muscle. Now that we've established the most recent general guidelines, how much protein should women consume in the unique stages of their life? From pregnancy to postpartum to menopause and old age. The most common protein guidelines for pregnant women are not only outdated, but they were originally extrapolated from data collected on young men. The actual protein needed to support both the mother's and baby's health during pregnancy seems to be significantly higher. A pivotal study from 2015 revealed the following. Women in the first 20 weeks of pregnancy require 39% more protein than previously estimated. After week 20, women require 73% more protein compared to the established guidelines. The researchers recommend 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily for the first 20 weeks of pregnancy. After week 20, they recommend about 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight daily. A meta-analysis from 2012 revealed something even more astounding. It showed that protein supplementation during pregnancy can reduce the risk of stillbirth as well as low gestational and birth weight, especially in undernourished women. Some of this research is still debated, so please approach this topic carefully under the guidance of your doctor. The postpartum period is a time of recovery. Adequate protein intake during this phase is critical to support tissue repair. If you're breastfeeding, dietary protein not only helps maintain your muscle mass, but also ensures optimal nutrition for the infant. As with pregnancy, there is little research investigating how lactating and breastfeeding affect protein requirements. However, experts currently recommend a protein intake of at least 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight daily. Perimenopause and menopause present significant challenges. Women experience notable hormonal shifts which can cause physical changes such as weight gain. Scientists hypothesize that perimenopausal women have higher protein needs. If the protein intake is insufficient during this phase, this often leads to overeating and weight gain as part of the body's attempt at meeting protein needs. Researchers propose getting an additional 3% of your daily calories from protein to help you transition through this phase. They also propose reducing the total daily energy intake by 5 to 10%. While this hypothesis still needs to be tested, there are many other reasons why women should increase protein during this stage. As we age, the loss of muscle mass and strength is often a precursor to the loss of physical independence. This means that you must eat more protein to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. For healthy adults above 50, the protein intake should be 1 gram per kilogram of body weight daily if they're sedentary, and up to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily if they want to build muscle. Studies have shown that individuals between the ages of 70 and 79 experience 40% less muscle loss over a 3-year period with a high protein intake. Watch this video here next to learn the truth about one of the most popular fitness supplements. It's extremely powerful for health and longevity, but feared by many women for its rumored side effects. Drop a comment if you found this video helpful, and remember to like and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.